hoping to come out of the gates strong. The activity in front of the Brooklyn Museum, not too far from our setting today here at the Barclays Center. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analyst, Greg Anthony, and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Well, a chance to check out some stats for Kevin Durant.
And a promising trend this month is the rise in his effective field goal percentage. He's showing a lot of smarts. Shot selection has been tremendous, and it's helped his numbers a ton.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Hey, Kevin. Well, another Kevin Durant, is just as dedicated to his craft as you are at yours, but it's off the court where he says he's been on a search, pushing my limits, the flow of life, the people I meet, the environment I want to live in. All that stuff fulfills me more than anything. Kevin, the game of basketball opens so many doors for him to search.
It does indeed. Thanks, David. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. And that goes to the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
So the New York starting five. It's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Barrett is out there with Elfrid Payton, and it's Burks in at the 3, the small forward. And for Brooklyn, Green is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden, then it's Durant, and it's Irving at the shooting guard position. Now here's Durant. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta. Harden, that's good.
You love the leadership of Kyrie Irving from the lead guard position. Yes, he's looking to score, but he's adept at finding the open teammate.
Here's Payton. Pass to Barrett. Inside, here's Randall. Here's Robinson. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, this is where Mitchell Robinson can make his impact on the offensive end. Get the putback with that verticality.
Outside Irving. Back to Harden. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two players.
And so here is New York. First quarter, just over a minute played. Barrett with the ball. And it's Harden picking him up. Barrett, no good.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Harden against Randall. Harden kicks to Green. It's stolen by Barrett. The 3. The rebound by Harden. New York comes into this following a loss to the Wizards. A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. It's deflected. That's good from Randall on the assist by Payton.
Well, what you want to see from Elfrid Payton are floor general skills on full display. Finds the open teammate. Nice.
Now, here is Harden. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Atlanta.
And, guys, remember, remarkable passing the ball as well. He racked up a number of good assists.
And now, let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Here's KD.
Wingspan, athleticism, verticality. Robinson with authority sends it back.
Pulls up. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. The Nets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Harden against Barrett. And Green slams it in.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Payton passes to Randall. Burks with it. 11 points for him in that last game against Washington. Clock at 6. And the pass to Barrett. From deep. Offensive rebound. Robinson. Great D that time from Green. The Nets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And the jam by Harden.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
And here are the Knicks now. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
I tell you, they were drawing a lot of iron from the perimeter. Couldn't get the threes to go down, and really the story of the game.
What was most disturbing to me was they didn't have a backup plan, right? The threes aren't falling. What do you do next?
And R.J. Barrett setting records in the ACC for scoring as a freshman. Talk about his offensive package.
Well, Greg, for me, this guy is wired to score. He can dribble it, he can shoot it, and he can pass it. And I think he's at his absolute best when he's attacking the rim.
Here's Payton. They really needed more from him in that loss to Washington. And the rejection by Harden. Randall kicks to Burks. Offline with his 3.
Pressured that shot by getting the hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
And that is a shot that Green knocks down consistently. The defense has to try harder to contest him from there.
Now here's Payton. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Barrett. Launches it. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan.
I think he's got to settle down, because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Here's KD. Hard to imagine, but the stats are tremendous as he averages close to 27 points a game. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Listen, this guy is far from just a scorer. Kevin Durant loves to share the basketball.
And so it's New York with it. 6-point game. Barrett against Irving. Barrett kicks to Robinson. Back to Barrett. To the middle. Here's Randall. Chalk up 2 there.
Well, critical in the pick and roll that you be able to deliver the ball in a timely spot and in the right position. And R.J. Barrett does just that.
Now here's Irving. He had 19 points in the win against Atlanta. Harden against Payton. Lobbed up there for Durant. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Boy, you cannot let Kevin Durant have that much room to take off. This guy is tremendous as an alley-oop finisher.
And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for New York. They trail by 6. Jordan against Robinson. Passes it to Barrett. The 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Harden against Payton. Harden scanning the floor. Over in the corner, Green. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Green's got 7 points in the game.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Payton dishes to Barrett. And there's the defensive 3-second call. On the league, Doris, we're seeing plenty of small ball, but some teams are going big. If you were a coach at this point, which way do you think you'd lean?
Well, Kevin, I think the best coaches maximize the talent at their disposal. And sometimes a coach philosophically may believe in, I emphasize the three-point line. I want to eliminate all mid-range shooting. I want to get to the restricted area and the free throw line. I mean, to me, I love playing a high-tempo, wide-open floor game. Let's let the players show off all their skill.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And a new group in for the Knicks. Nerlens Noel checks in for Robinson. Gibson comes in for Randall. Toppin, he's checked in for R.J. Barrett. And it's Rose in for Payton.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Now Harris. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Claxton with the bucket.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
Here's Rose, following the bucket by the Nets. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Harris. Here's Luwawu. It's rebounded by New York.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Boy, remarkable watching Alec Burks power through the defense.
Brooklyn leading by 9. Here now is Dinwiddie. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Luwawu. Here now is Dinwiddie. Shot clock at 6. Here's Claxton. Off target with his 3. Knicks trail by 9, and they're pushing it up. And Rose wide open. He shoots. No good from outside. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Harris outside. Out to the right wing. Here's Dinwiddie, and the rejection by Noel.
This is a staple of his game. Nerlens Noel sends it back.
And Toppin throws it down.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
There's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Now here's Dinwiddie. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Atlanta.
And his court vision was extraordinary, too. Let's not forget that. He was flawless passing the ball.
Hits it from three-point range.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
And so here is New York. It's a 10-point game. Now here's Rose. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Washington. Dinwiddie up top. He's covered by Rose. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Knicks trail by 12. Rose with the ball. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Burks. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Love to see Alec Burks get aggressive with the defense. This guy terrific getting the defense to foul him.
He's 0 of 1 from the line, missing on his first trip.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Free throw good. Burks.
Alec Burks continuing to develop into a dependable scorer. He's got great size for a two-guard.
The Knicks making a switch here. Ntilikina's checked in. And he makes both free throws. Here's Dinwiddie. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Here's Claxton. And here's Harris from the arc. Toppin pulls it in.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding.
early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Not a lot of room. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Doris, make no mistake about it. Spencer Dinwiddie is looking to score, an instant offense type of player.
And Spencer Dinwiddie knows what his role is, and he plays it perfectly. He can go a little hot and cold for stretches, but he doesn't let it affect him. Dinwiddie's always going to provide that offensive punch that's so critical for you.
And he knocks down the first one. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got two terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Here's Griffin after Alec Burks' score.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Knicks trail by 9. We've got 1:13 left in the first. The pass to Ntilikina. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
And now a look at Blake Griffin. His last 10 games, he's averaging 11 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I'll tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
Pass to Dinwiddie. Over Gibson. Dinwiddie's shot is off. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the New York Knicks. They trail by 9 points.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Passes it to Llewellyn. Top of the key. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And the Nets lead by 11.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And so here is New York after the basket by Brooklyn. Toppin, good.
It's so obvious Ntilikina is a pass-first point guard. This guy is an exceptional passer with very good vision.
Griffin looking it over. Takes the 3. They get the rebound. And so it's Brooklyn ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And it seems like players are constantly changing teams. Here is Spencer Dinwiddie discussing the effects of that.
As a team, as a unit, as a roster, we've had a lot of turnover, and so we're all adjusting and getting used to playing together and building that chemistry and that foundation.
Greg Dinwiddie, one of those players who seems to adapt to any situation.
I mean, he's versatile, total team player, will do whatever is asked of him. He's really emerged after being picked in the second round a few years ago.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. You've got Ntilikina. Toppin is out there with Taj Gibson. Then it's Noel, and it's Barrett at the 2 guard.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Barrett against Harris. Barrett, no good. Nets leading by 11. Here's Dinwiddie. No good there.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. But boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Toppin, no good that time. And Brooklyn will come the other way. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And in that one, the offensive execution made the difference. They found and exploited the mismatch repeatedly.
Well, it was certainly a game that their analytics people had to love breaking down. I thought they exposed every weakness in the defense.
Ntilikina passes to Barrett. Shoots over Dinwiddie. Griffin grabs the board. Griffin's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Harris misses. Knicks trail by 11. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure. And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
Well, you have to appreciate the defensive battle for sure. Both squads struggling on the offensive end. We call this grit and grind.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Now the passion in New York as a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence. And I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it. It's just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Oh, I bet. Here's Randall, and Jordan sends it back.
This is not the guy you want in your zip code when the ball is going up. DeAndre Jordan twice on the pipes. That's one for the highlight reel right there. He didn't hold back anything on that finish.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And there's a whistle that's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul. Peyton, he's checked in for the Knicks. Pass to Barrett. Some solid defense there from KD.
He's so frustrated. Hasn't had a make-all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
And And so Payton will bring it up for the Knicks. It's a 13-point game. They've got the Wizards ahead of them. Their next game in Washington. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Now Toppin. He has 6. Just 5 on the clock.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Durant finds Green. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit. Who knows? But he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Here's Toppin. And Jordan sends it back. Harden against Payton. That one falls.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. The pass to Barrett. And Payton throws it down hard.
R.J. Barrett with excellent vision. And it's not just the vision, it's the ability to put it on time and on target. Nicely done.
And playing alongside Zion Williamson at Duke makes it hard to stand out with your athleticism. But make no mistake about it, R.J. Barrett is a big-time athlete.
And Greg, I think maybe as impressive as what he brings from a physical standpoint is his commitment to put in the work, his understanding of what's required to be successful at the NBA. This guy has not only the physical tools, but the mental makeup and the work habits to be great.
Now Irving, following the miss by Julius Randle from deep. Here's Harden. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Payton. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Six on the shot clock. Toppin. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Kevin Durant.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one at the line is good. Been a lot of talk, Greg, about in-season tournaments in the NBA to spur fan interest. The proposal was tabled for a bit. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, cash prizes for the players and coaching staffs, that always seems like a good idea. I just wonder, Kevin, if they're going to be any cash prizes for the broadcasters. Because now I think they're on to something if we could get that. You know, but in all seriousness, we see that in soccer, right? And it seems to work well. And I think if it can spur some more interest from fans, then I'd be all for it.
Yeah, the fans love it watching soccer. Now, here is Irving. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game. No good with the triple. Knicks trail by 13. Toppin, no one around him. No good from outside. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Robinson with the block. Green against Randle. No one near Payton as he lets it go. Offline with his 3. Brooklyn leading by 13. Here's Durant. Second chance shot. The kick out to Irving. Pass to Harden. A second chance effort. Here's Jordan. And at last they get one to fall. Jordan's got his second basket of the night. Rose against Irving. Shoots it. And the Knicks miss again. Vanette shooting 47%, pretty solid. Harden against Payton. The kick out to Irving. Outside, Green. To the paint. It's rebounded by Payton. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That is his first foul of the game. Alec Burks checked in for Elfrid Payton. Knicks trail by 15. Rose up on top, guarded by Harden. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play.
And a star player at Kentucky, Julius Randle, selected 7th back in 2014.
And it's not easy as a young player to overcome an injury early, but Julius has done that, and he has proven capable as a scorer in the NBA, and that to me is where he can make his mark.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Green.
One shot. One shot.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Harden against Rose. Harden outside, passes to Durant. Lobs it up for Jordan, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Now DeAndre Jordan, simply a force around the cup. This guy has rare athleticism.
Outside Rose. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Harden outside. Pass to Durant. He kicks it to Irving. Down low. Here's Harden. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Harden's got 10 points in the game.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Burks the pass to Robinson. Rose scanning the floor to the wing on the left. And Jordan sends it back.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Irving. The dish to Jordan. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
Well, you're allowing DeAndre Jordan to get comfortable. This guy is so efficient as a scorer.
Now here's Rose. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. New York shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
First one falls for him.
Well, an interesting thing about Derrick Rose, right? Over his career, he's been an up-and-down jump shooter, but he's been remarkably consistent from the free throw line.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Luwawu Cabarrot comes in for Kevin Durant. Joe Harris is checked in for Irving. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden. Here's Dinwiddie. There's the pass to Griffin. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And with the pause here, how about the stats for Denver? About 12 points a game, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. Great anticipation, excellent peripheral vision. His talents are really shining through.
The first one falls.
And Griffin has battled knee injuries during his career, but his persistence is incredible. Still a nightly double-double threat.
He's off on the second.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And here's Burks. Here's Noel. Great D that time from Griffin.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Here's Rose. After the basket by Brooklyn. To the paint. Here's Noel. And slam dunk by Noel.
The vision by Rose, right? Hits the open man. He's creating for others. And this guy is so tough to deal with.
Harris passes to Dinwiddie. Right side, Griffin. 6 to shoot. Back to Dinwiddie. That 3 off the mark. Knicks trail by 15. A shot by Burks. Nobody around. Off target from the wing. Brooklyn's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. And then Griffin with the dunk.
And that's the trademark Griffin finish. Get in tight, elevate, and throw it down with authority. Big fella is a beast down low.
And so here is New York. After the basket by Brooklyn. Rose with the ball. Picked up by Harris. From deep three-point range. That shot off. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. They can look forward to the Rockets Arena after this matchup to take on Houston. That's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Now that we have a moment, let's see who have been the top assist teams in the league this season. Number 1, the Nets.
The beauty of watching this team is seeing the ball move around the court. It doesn't stick. That's why they're at the top of that list.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And Brooklyn making a change here. Harden's checked in. And he's good on the second. Knicks trail by 18. Now here's Rose. To the inside. Noel. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here is Harden. .112 left to play here in the second quarter. To the middle. Here's Claxton. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Ntilikina. Dinwiddie covering. New York moving it around. Burks on the wing, guarded by Harris. Shot clock at 5. Ntilikina gets the bucket.
Ntilikina's reach and athleticism is absolutely a factor inside. He can score it in there, make no mistake.
Dinwiddie with it. We've got 28 seconds left in the first half. Here's Claxton. Misses the 3. Burks looking around. Inside. Ntilikina kicks to Rose. Over Claxton. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Brooklyn with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Hey, James, we know that scoring seems to come easy for you. How do you create that mentality out there?
I just like to have fun. You know, it's all for the kids. It's all for the fans. You know, I think that's what we're here for. And so, you know, guys, just go out there and compete, have fun, and just play hard.
My family doesn't think it's all for the kids, but I appreciate your sentiment. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half mercifully coming to a close. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny's here. Shaq is here. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They're leading by 16. Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
How good are these guys on the fast break? They're pushing the ball, finding the open man, finishing strong. They're at a breakneck pace, and if they can maintain this level of intensity in the second half, blowout city.
Shaq, what did you think about New York?
Sloppy ball, way too many wasted possessions, chucking up threes, missing them. I could hit more threes than that, Ernie. I hope they're talking right now about getting the ball inside, because that's what it's going to take. If they were hitting more threes, that'd be a different story. But if was a fifth, Ernie, you know the rest.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
I don't know that you necessarily think of him as someone who's going to create for others, but boy, all night he's been willing to make the extra pass.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. They've got Green, Harden out there with Irving, and it's Durant, and it's Jordan in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Robinson. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
The defense trying to get physical with Mr. Robinson, and he's all about that. Go ahead.
And Doris, the Knicks have made it clear they see Mitchell Robinson as one of their key young players moving forward.
So would I, Greg, if I had a quick twitch 7-footer with the shot blocking abilities, the defensive instincts, and this guy is putting in the time to grow his game on the offensive end. Listen, Mitchell Robinson is going to be a problem in this league. I think obviously the shot blocking skills are the first thing you think of when you think of Mitchell Robinson. But this guy is showing signs of improving on the offensive end as well.
Now here is Irving. Harden left side. Here's Green, and the layup is good. Green's got 9.
Well, this is what he does. Find ways to make his presence felt, then this time on the offensive glass.
How about the hustle on display there? That kind of effort will earn respect from everyone.
Now here's Payton. Rebounded by the Nets. Harden's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's the floater. Burks pulls it in. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the New York Knicks. Down by 15. Here's Irving. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Guys, you have to love the way Irving uses his body to create contact inside and earn the trip to the stripe.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of, and then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy.
And the first one drops.
Well, an NBA champion. That's what we can say about Kyrie Irving. This guy embraces the challenges and loves the spotlight.
Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving. Knicks trail by 17. To the inside. Burks' shot is good. Burks has got his third basket of the night.
Well, you love the cleverness of Alec Burks. My goodness, how remarkable is that into the lane and finish?
Here's Green. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And with the break here, let's look at the stats for Kyrie Irving. He's averaging 19 points per game, 8 assists, and 3 rebounds. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it, to me, is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
Free throw good. Burks. That one falls, so he hits both of them. So it's Brooklyn now. They led by as many as 18 points. Outside, KD. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. They kick it out to Green. Back to Durant. Shoots over Burks. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Green. KD's got 8.
Well, don't let Kevin Durant get comfortable from the mid-range, because that is money in the bank.
Harden against Payton. Now Barrett. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. No good off the back of the rim.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Works with it. Guarded now by Irving. And the dunk by Payton.
Boy, how quick are the feet of Elfrid Payton. Gets into space and turn the lights out.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Yeah, but in the first half, he was just purely flawless as a ball securer. But that certainly hasn't been the case here in the second half.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Barrett against Irving. Pass to Robinson. Payton outside. Stolen by Durant. To the middle. Here's Irving. Robinson with the block. And here is Payton. Fades. It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Randle.
Well, the effectiveness of Julius Randle, wherever he is on the floor, the mid-range, one of those tools in the toolbox.
Pass to Durant. Uncovered. Randle grabs the board. Randle's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Burks. Irving with the steal. Pops it up for Jordan. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Jordan's confidence has just grown over the course of his career. DeAndre, for much of it, averaged less than 5 points per game, especially those first couple of years. Look at him now.
Stolen by Harden. And And it's Harden slamming it down.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
And so Payton will bring it up for the New York Knicks. 15-point game. This is to Randall. Not going to go that time. The Nets have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. KD looking around. Off target from three-point range.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Works for three. The rebound by Harden. Harden's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Basket counts. Irving's got 6.
Oh, tenacious attack by Irving. The handle, the speed. Look out.
Here's Payton. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Toppin's checked in. Payton passes to Robinson. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Harden. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. And Harden with the stuff.
And that's a nice job defensively from Harden. I mean, he's capable of these kinds of plays when the guy is engaged and active.
Knicks trail by 19. Now, here's Barrett. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. The Knicks have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. And that one falls for Barrett.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And the Knicks making a change here. Rose is checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
R.J. Barrett, still such a young talent in the NBA, but this is something this young man has dreamed about for as long as he can remember. He has the work habits and the commitment to be great.
Now here's Harden. 14 points for him. Here's Durant. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. KD's got 4 points this quarter. Rose with the ball. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Rose has got 6.
When you come off the screen that hard and that fast, so difficult to stay with Derrick Rose.
Harden the pass to Durant. Keeps it alive, and Griffin stays with it. Griffin's got his second bucket of the night.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Rose against Green. Double team on Rose. Robinson kicks to Toppin. Here's Barrett. He can't get it to go. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
Boy, at some point you've got to realize there might be a better option standing next to you. This guy has not made one basket in this period.
And a fast break now for New York. Outside Rose. Knocked away. Here's Barrett. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Irving. Caption coming off the assist from KD. Irving's got his third bucket of the night.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Now, here is Robinson. He's got 7, 4 on the shot clock. Count it.
Boy, how about the awareness from the big man? We think of Mr. Robinson as a shot blocker. What a pretty pass.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Some changes for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Green. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden. Then for the Knicks, Nerlens Noel checks in for Mitchell Robinson. Gibson comes in for Randall. And it's Ntilikina in for Toppin. Now here is Irving. 8 points for him. Down low. Here's Barrett. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Kevin Durant.
Well, R.J. Barrett comes with an aggressiveness and assertiveness. This guy wants to capitalize on the defender's mistake. Nice.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
He's forcing the action now, finally getting to the charity stripe after no freebies in the first half.
And with Kevin Durant recovering from the Achilles injury, glad we get to see one of the all-time greats back in action.
No doubt, Greg. And KD is trying to navigate his way through one of the most difficult injuries a basketball player can face. But we know unequivocally this man.
Wow, that was a strong dunk.
That is nice.
What a remarkable vertical. Nerlens Noel demonstrating what a sensational athlete he is.
Pass to Durant. Over Barrett. And that one's good. Durant. KD's got 6 in the quarter.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort, not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
The Nets working the ball around now. Griffin passes to Irving. It's rebounded by Barrett. Knicks trail by 20. Now the pass to Ntilikina. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Irving kicks to Durant. Launches a 3. The rebound by Gibson.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
Here's Barrett. Another shot, and Griffin sends it back. To the paint, here's Claxton, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
And it's Rose with the ball for New York. To the middle, here's Gibson. Off target at the rim.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
KD passes to Griffin. That one rolling around and rims out. New York's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Here's Ntilikina. Trains it from 9 feet away. Ntilikina's got his second basket of the night. Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. Burks, he's checked in for New York. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Julius Randle.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Dinwiddie kicks to Irving. Pass to Claxton. Here's a look at what's coming up for New York. On Wednesday, they'll go up against Russell Westbrook and the Washington Wizards. And then on Sunday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trail Blazers.
And Kevin, things could get ugly for this team during this road stretch. They just haven't had the same focus nor execution that we've seen from them when they're at home.
And he makes the first. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
The Knicks shooting 35% or so in the third quarter. Whatever they're trying is not working. Barrett finds Gibson. The kick out to Rose. Barrett wide open. He fires. And it's off from three-point range.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
For three, Durant drills the three-pointer. KD's got 9 points here in the second half.
A natural-born scorer is Kevin Durant. He puts in the time, and it pays dividends on the floor.
Burks in the corner. Drills it from outside.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Passes it to KD. Inside, Claxton. That's in, coming off the assist from KD. Durant's got his 5th assist in this one. New York's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Rose passes to Burks. Rebound, Brooklyn. There's 21 seconds left to play in the third. Here's KD. Buries it down low. KD's got 17.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Here's Rose. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Well, you love the attitude of Derrick Rose. You want to play great defense? No problem. I can still finish.
Now Durant. Here's Dinwiddie. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Brooklyn Nets. His work on the glass was outstanding in that quarter. Great rebounding. We'll return shortly. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the 4th quarter. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Taj Gibson is out there with Alec Burks. Then it's Noel. Then it's Barrett, and it's Payton in at the 1 spot. Shot clock at 6. And Dinwiddie gets it to go on the assist by Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists tonight. And here's Barrett. No good that time. Nice D from Durant. And KD's got the ball here for Brooklyn. Here's Dinwiddie. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Pass to Noel. And the call is going to be Yes, it is an illegal screen. And with small ball catching on, it's the rare team, Doris, that looks to go big and play bully ball. Why hasn't that approach been more popular?
Well, to me, Kevin, the NBA game is one that's in constant evolution. So right now the emphasis is three-point shooting, free throw opportunities, and restricted area opportunities. That seems to be the most efficient way to play the game of basketball. On the defensive end, what that requires is positionless players, guys in the post who can guard the perimeter, switchability. All the versatility you can bring to bear on the defensive end is significant, and so that's why bully ball becoming harder and harder to play in today's NBA.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Payton kicks to Bullock. Here's Knox. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Going for that shot in that situation is something that isn't going to help the offense.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
Here's Shamet. The rebound by Pell. The Knicks have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And honestly, you hope for more of this from Nerlens Noel moving forward. This guy must develop his interior game.
Now, here's Shamet. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Brown. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. The first free throw is good. Toppin, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Payton passes to Knox. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, I really like Kevin Knox taking the initiative and seeking contact right there. Nicely done.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
Well, you think about Kevin Knox, 1 year of collegiate basketball at the University of Kentucky before being picked 9th overall in 2018. Let's remember, he's young, but he seemed to be prepared for the bright lights.
And he can't hit the second.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Shamet with it. And the pass to Harris. Toppin with the steal. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Payton kicks to Bullock. Pass to Toppin. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Payton. They get it back. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
You simply must put a body on this guy. You know he's going to try to get to that glass.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Back to Shamet. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Harris looking it over. And the Nets miss again. For New York, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Out to Payton. And here's Bullock from the arc. Here's Pell. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Johnson, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. Ntilikina, he's checked in for the Knicks. Both good from the line that time. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Brooklyn. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Down low, here's Claxton, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And the first one at the line is good. He makes 1 of 2 that time. The Knicks shooting in the fourth quarter, not pretty, down around 29%. Bullock passes to Knox. Here's Ntilikina. Passes it to Toppin. 5 on the clock. And here's Bullock from the arc. The rebound by the Nets. Harris inside. He's guarded by Bullock. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. That free throw good from Brown.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
And Brown drops them both. New York's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Knox. Feeds it to Bullock. Pass to Knox. The 3. It's hauled in by Brown. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. To the inside. It's picked off. Kicks it to Bullock. Ntilikina looking it over. Here's Toppin. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Johnson dishes to Harris. Back to Johnson. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
We so often identify Joe Harris as strictly a shooter, but this guy, he is a tremendous passer as well.
The Knicks shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Ntilikina passes to Bullock. Here's Ntilikina. He's guarded by Johnson. Here's Toppin. And there's the pass to Pell. Pass to Knox from outside the arc. Brooklyn with the rebound.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
That's good from Harris.
Now you think about it, over time, Joe Harris has made himself a viable option as an NBA player. He's got such offensive versatility.
So he gets them both.
And you really have to like what they're doing at the line in this half. Free throw percentage now up around 92%.
Pass to Toppin. Pass to Pell. To the paint. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, you got to think of Kevin Knox as such a skilled forward, willing to get himself to the foul line.
First one falls for him. He hits both from the stripe. For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. The pass to Llewellyn. Johnson outside. Clock at 6. And here's Brown outside. Here's Claxton. Tries again and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Knox. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Kevin Knox seeking the contact, makes the basket. That is well done.
One shot.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Brooklyn. Pass to Harris from past the arc. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. Harris has got 5 points in the quarter.
You simply must guard Joe Harris when he's beyond that three-point territory. He will knock down shots if you don't contest.
New York's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Now Bullock. Poked loose. And here we go. Brooklyn, fast break. Brown's got the ball.
Well, terrific job by Tyler Johnson to do exactly what they want him to do. Find his open teammates.
Here's Ntilikina. He kicks it to Bullock. Passes to Toppin. Here's Knox. No good on the three. Here's Luwawu. Pass to Johnson. The pass to Luwawu. Lets it go with the three. The rebound by Pell. Pell's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. The Knicks making a switch here. Noel's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. The Nets have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. And here is Johnson. Kicks to Harris. Shot clock at 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Pell's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Knox for 3. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. Now here's Noel. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
And all those second chance points have given them a boost here in the second half, and that's a great way to cut into the lead.
Pass to Brown. Harris outside. Here's Luwawu. Over to the left wing. And again, it's the Nets missing. The Knicks shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. And that one's good. Noel.
How about that show of strength from Nerlens Noel? No fear in how he attacks the defense on these shots.
Johnson surveying the floor. It's Brown on the wing. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Pell. New York shooting only 35% in the fourth quarter. The offense looking a little rickety. Here's Knox. Here's Noel. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
Don't you love how Noel just sticks with it? Never gives up on the possession, working really hard for his guys.
Johnson outside. Passes it to Harris. To stop the drought. That shot off the mark. And New York the other way now.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Nets.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And this will be their 3rd win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Kevin Durant.
This guy has been shot making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
And he knocks down the first one. And Brooklyn making a change here. Shamet's checked in for the Knicks. Good on both. New York with the ball. Outside Rose. The three. Here's Robinson. Sinks that one from the post.
Mitchell Robinson's field goal percentage is high, and the reason is these are the kinds of looks he creates.
Johnson with it. Brown outside. And it's denied.
Well, you want the activity and the disruptive ability of R.J. Barrett to be on display. It is right there.
Rose. The rebound by Johnson. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Nets. And it's Shamet missing. Now Rose. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Hey, thank you, Kevin. Kyrie, very few can match your offensive creativity. So how do you integrate that into the team system?
It starts in our practice. It starts with our practice habits, getting our swing action and practicing with a purpose. You know, whether it's shoot-arounds or walkthroughs, we're starting to show progress right there and just getting back to what we know, and that's executing on both ends of the floor and trusting one another.
Well, the ball was certainly moving tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.